that. Hot damn, boys and girls, I think we are live. Yes, indeed, we are live. We're going to get rocking here. I have been through fits trying to get this stuff here up and going, but I'm getting there. I hope you like the look of all the stuff we got over here, all that. So we'll give it a few minutes here. I will make a definite attempt here at answering questions. For those of you can see, Houston Motorized channel is still going to be all about motorized bikes, cool motorized toys. That's what we're going to be doing here. If anybody's watching, say hey and tell me that you can hear me and that I'm not buffering here. I had bought a laptop to do the streaming. That didn't work out. Of course, I didn't know what the hell I was doing initially. Had all my settings wrong and got all that right. I'm using a desktop computer now that I've got on a little cart to do it here. But you can see the upcoming live casts that we're going to be doing here. And I got some really cool stuff up and coming. So let me check and see if anybody's even watching me here. Let's see here. Says we're live. Okay. Looks like everything is going good. Let me bring up one more thing here. Hey, there's somebody else watching besides me. Okay. One more thing and we're going to get going here. Okay, so I'm going to be unboxing my brand new toy, my Weldpro 200 amp TIG welder. The reason for the TIG welder, and what this does, it has something to do with motorized bicycles. Most of us, we just want to get that 66cc 2-stroke or the 4-stroke on the bike and cruise on down the road. Now let me show you a cool, badass motorized bike I'm going to build here. This here is a motorcycle, yay verily. It's a Killinger and Frund motorcycle from the 40s. Has an aluminum skin on it. That's where my TIG welder is going to come in. What I'm going to do is build a replica of that using 2 e-bike motors. We're going to put a motor in both the front and the rear wheel. And I've got a nice battery. I've got all the goodies to do it. And I bought myself a TIG welder and I started welding, and this was some of my better efforts here. It's all scrap. I mean, it's holding together. It still has some holes in it, but it was very poor quality. So that's why I had to get rid of that TIG welder and go with this one here. I bought a Lotos TIG. It welds aluminum, but it doesn't have a frequency adjustment. And in order to weld thin aluminum, everything I'm seeing in the welding gurus say that you need a frequency adjustment. So, all right. So check out what we got here. My next live cast is going to be a coal-fired forge. I'm going to use that so I can bend the bar stock that I use for layback seat posts. here in the next few days, and subscribe if you're interested. I'm going to be showing how to replace piston, rings, and cylinder on a 66 80cc two-stroke, the dual motored fat tire e-bike I'm telling you about. And I'm also going to walk you through how to do a really cool board track replica based on a Huffy Cranbrook. And some of you who are looking for the handlebars, I'll be happy to sell you some handlebars here. I'll come up with a good price. I see here someone's asking, is the Weldpro better than the Alpha TIG? I don't know. I don't have a clue. I guess I'm going to find out here. Another really cool bike that I'm going to be working on. Initially, I wanted to build this bad boy right here. Okay, I've bought a 150cc scooter, the Tao scooter. This is a creation of a gentleman by the name of Randy Grubb. He was on Jay Leno's garage and built this bad boy here. And basically it's an aluminum skin over. This one here is a Vespa Piaggio scooter. And I was thinking about doing something like that. And this bad boy right here popped into my mind. Now this one here is kind of scrunched up, and it's laid over the moped that I've got. So this is going to be like a year-long project. If you look behind me, let's go ahead and we'll go full screen, and you can see the English wheel. I've got an English wheel, and also bought a shrinker stretcher. So those are some tools that I'm going to be using to build those cool bikes that I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and get on with the unboxing here of my Weldpro TIG Welder. Come on, baby. Pardon my fat ass. Give me a second here. I inherited this house from my mother and my father, and I've been here for the last several years caring for my mother. She recently passed away, passed away about a year ago. So I got a lot of memories in this house, so I'm going to stay here for the time being. You know, that swimsuit model in Hawaii might lure me away, but until then I'm here. So all right, so we got the instructions, and I'm going to take a lot of this stuff out and then we'll go over it. I'm assuming this is the foot pedal and controls and the like. And the TIG itself is pretty well padded. It's totally covered up. You get to look at my butt again here. Totally covered up by this foam stuff. Here, and all right. So here we go. Everything looks to be intact. I'm not going to set it up here on the live stream and make you suffer through watching me screw up because I haven't read the directions. But everything looks to be in great shape. There's no damage. I couldn't see how anything would get damaged as well as they packed it up. I'm going to be running it at 110 volts. Whoop. It's got a 220 plug on it. With the thin aluminum that I'm going to be welding, I don't need it to be 220 volts. Let's see here. Let's go on ahead. I've got my TIG cart set up. Let's see. What we got here. So on the back of the TIG, you've got the air inlet fitting here for air for the gas, that is, for your argon. And then you've got your on-off switch here, the rocker switch. And I'm going to have to offset the argon cylinder because it looks like it's competing with the fitting. And it looks like it'll be close. But looks pretty stable here. Let me zoom in. Got the controls there. And what you do is you use the menu button here to cycle through the different settings. The first setting, you've got your starting amps, your upslope. You've got, if you want to pulse the TIG, then you set your base amperage on it, and if this here refers to the AC, which is what you need for aluminum. Then when you stop the current going to your stick, your downslope, and then the end amps, and then your post flow as well. At the very beginning, your pre-flow, you want to set how long you want the argon gas to go through. So let's go on ahead and I'll show you what's inside of the box here. Everything looks pretty good. We've got the TIG torch here, and looks to be at least a 10-foot long hose on it, and I will put that on. Come on. Just want to get it started on there. Forgive me, I know you can't see. I purchased a second camera, it just hasn't come in yet. The adapter for it, that is. So yeah, so it's got a plenty long cord. Let's see here. Plenty long cord that comes with it. And you've got the power button here, but I'm going to be using the foot pedal for the most part, because with the foot pedal you can use that to control the amount of amps that you're putting out to the stick. And speaking of the devil, here is the foot pedal, and this is well built. Very well built, very heavy duty. Connectors look like they'd stand up through a lot here, and let's go ahead and put that on. So we've got that. Let's just go ahead and put it there. And then you have the pigtail here, which will get you from 220 to 110. And then you've got your regulator here, which will go on your argon bottle. Can we see a little bit here? Yeah, there we go. The carts that I have my MIG cart, and it's very similar to this TIG cart. You've got a chain here on the top that holds a bottle, and then you've got one on the bottom. The one on the bottom always falls down. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got some heavy strap here that I use for packing and shipping to keep it on. You do not want to see one of these bottles fall over and the valve break. You're going to have a rocket ship on your hand here. And let's see here. Here's the hose for the argon. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, drop the hose. Don't want to get any contamination in it. And they did offset. I noted someone else. Let's see if I can get this cart turned around. What do we got? Yeah, the fitting here is off at an angle, and I guess that is by design. That way the hose isn't going to have to compete with the tank in order to do what it does here. All in all, I'm very pleased. This is a $700 welding machine here, and I'm impressed. It's smaller than the Lotus one that I had. And it comes with the stick here if you want to do stick welding, and has a nice, not the best ground clamp, but I'm sure it'll work just fine. When I bought my MIG, I bought an extra heavy clamp. And that's for the stick. And there's a ground cable. Ground cable looks like it's about 8 feet long. And then here's the other goodies that it comes with. Comes with it comes with 2 of the red tungstens. You've got a 3/32 and a 1/16 inch one, and you've got the collets, the adapters that go over the tungsten, and you have a 6, a 7, and an 8 cup, but I'm not going to be using those. Where did I put it? Because I went ahead and purchased, and I put it somewhere, a gas lens set. So, okay, so there you go. Let me get a better picture of my big, ugly, smiling head here. There you go. We've got the Weldpro 200 amp TIG that I am very impressed with. Had very good reviews on Amazon. Let me wheel this bad boy here. And I mislaid my gas lens kit. Oh, here it is. But what the gas lens does is it helps distribute the argon as it comes out, and inside of the torch you have these screens. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Let's get Come on, can we focus? What do we got? There we go. So you've got these like pipe filter screens in there, and that helps slow down the gas to where it's not so turbulent. And they say that that is a necessity for welding thin gauge, thin aluminum. Along with it, the kit comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cups, and they're shorter, stubbier cups as well. You've got the back end piece on your torch where your stick goes if you want to shorten your tungsten to get into tighter places. It's got that. So hang in there. We've got lots of cool bike builds coming. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Like I said, click subscribe here probably Tuesday. I'm going to fire up the coal-fired forge. As soon as someone is sending me the motor in, we're going to be reworking a 66cc two-stroke motor. I'm going to be starting. This is going to take a few months to do, but we're initially I'm just going to put two e-bike motors, two 1,000 watt motors, 48 volts, on a fat tire bike that I've got here. We're going to get that on down the road. I'll show you how to do that, and then we're going to start another project here. I'm going to be building about 5, I do believe, if this one individual comes through, of the Huffy Cranbrook board track replicas. Whether he orders them or not, I'm going to build one, and I will show you through from the beginning to end and go there. Okay, so the 2% thoriated is the color code red, and I do believe that's for carbon steel. And I went ahead and purchased the blue one here, and those are 2% lanthanated. From what I've read, the thoriated ones are radioactive. And hey, we get exposure to radioactivity just walking out in the sun, but I guess that's why I got a little spot here of that might be skin cancer that I got to go to the doctor about. Hey, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe. I want to thank you for watching. I want to do a lot of things to help people here. If you can go to my website, HoustonMotorizedBicycles.com. My email, HoustonMotorizedBicycles@gmail.com. If you got any questions about motorized bikes, if I can help you out, I'd be happy to. And I'll give you updates as we're going here. I'm thinking about building a bike for someone. They buy the bike, they buy the motor. I'll put it together for them and I'll do it on video. I'm toying with that idea. If I get enough people saying they're interested, we just might do that. So thanks for watching. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.